There's a new habit in classrooms, and you won't find it in any lesson plan. Before a student writes the first sentence of an essay, they open a chat window. Before they raise a hand to ask a teacher, they ask a bot. It's quiet, it's instant, and it's everywhere. Here's the number that shows how fast it happened. The share of teens using ChatGPT for schoolwork doubled in a single year, from about 1 in 8 to more than 1 in 4. So here's the big question we're asking today. Should students use ChatGPT? Let's find out. This isn't a someday story. It's happening right now. Survey after survey of high school and college students lands in the same place. Most have already used AI for schoolwork, and huge numbers use it every single week, but they're not all using it the same way. Most reach for it to research a new topic, some use it to check their math, far fewer use it to write an essay from scratch. In other words, students already have instincts about what feels fair and what feels like cheating. That instinct turns out to matter more than you'd think. Sit with that jump for a second. Not long ago, about 13% of teens used ChatGPT for school. 1 year later, it was 26%. Doubled. No school assembly, no permission slip, just a tool that spread faster than the rules could keep up. Okay, so it's powerful and it's everywhere. But here's where it gets interesting. Researchers at MIT wanted to know what actually happens inside your brain when AI writes for you. So they wired students up with brain sensors and had them write essays, some using ChatGPT, some using a search engine, some using nothing but their own mind. The AI group finished fastest, but their brains were the least engaged. They felt less ownership of their own words. Some couldn't even quote the essay they'd just turned in. The researchers gave it a name: cognitive debt. When you let AI do the thinking, you skip the struggle, and the struggle is exactly where learning happens. So is ChatGPT bad for students? Not so fast. In a different study, a well-designed AI tutor helped students learn more than a normal class because it gave every single student their own patient, personalized guide. Same kind of tool. Opposite result. The difference wasn't the AI. It was how they used it. Use it to skip the work and you rack up cognitive debt. Use it to understand the work, to explain a tricky idea, to quiz you, to poke holes in your reasoning, and it becomes one of the best study partners ever invented. Here's the twist that ties it all together. In that MIT study, the students who did best weren't the ones who avoided AI and weren't the ones who leaned on it from day one. They were the ones who learned to think first, then brought in AI to go further, build the skill, then use the tool, in that order. So, should students use ChatGPT? The honest answer isn't yes or no. It's this: use it to learn, not to skip learning. If this got you thinking, hit like. It genuinely helps more people find this. Subscribe to Curious Minds Lab so you never miss the questions worth asking. And share this with a student or a parent who needs to hear it. Next time we're asking, can AI really beat human creativity? And if you're curious right now, YouTube's picked another Curious Minds Lab video for you. It's right there on your screen. I'll see you in it.